So yes, what do you want to know? Let's start.
Okay, so yeah, hi, good evening, Kanaya. How are you?
Good evening. I'm fine. What about you?
Yes, I'm fine too. So, as we are meeting on the first time, so would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. Actually, my name is Kanhaiya Singh, and I am 23-year-old, and I am a student. I am pursuing BCom graduation from Delhi University, and this is my last year. And see, if I talk about my family, so there are five members in my family. Like my father is an accountant, my mom is a housemaker, and I have two elder sisters. One of them she got married in 2021, and one of them is preparing for MCom from Delhi, I mean IGNOU University. And if I talk about my hobbies, so I like to play video games and I like to play sometimes cricket, and I like mostly traveling. Whenever I get time, so I'll like to go somewhere. This is about me. Thank you for asking this. What about you?
Okay, that's a great. Okay, I'm going to tell you about myself. So, my name is Saurabh, and I'm from Satna in the state of MP, and I have done my graduation, BSc in Maths Honor in 2021. And right now, I'm doing my Master of Art in Literature. And if I talk about my hobbies, so I like playing cricket match. Yeah, that's all about myself, little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So you are from Delhi, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, so what over there?
Sorry, could you repeat again?
How's the weather over?
Okay. If I talk about weather, so here is weather around 21, 20 Celsius, but here is so much pollution. You know very well that Delhi is famous for pollution
Hmm.
because there is a small city, and because in recently we have celebrated Diwali, so that time is also due to reason here is so much pollution. Yeah, but weather is good. We can adjust.
o- Okay, nice. So okay, so tell me as we connected on this application, so what would you like to suggest the beginner how to speak English, how to interact with people, right? So what's your suggestion for them?
See, especially if you are a beginner, so that time you need to confident, and in that time you must know grammar. If you do not know anything about grammar and passive voice, modals, tense, so you are not audible. You are not able to speak anything in the front of the people, in the front of the anyone. So you need to clear concept. You must know about concept. After that, you need practice. It
Hmm.
depends on practice. If you do daily practice, so you can clear your hesitation. You feel confident daily if you do practice. And the second thing, try to listen, because sometimes it is easy to speak but it is difficult to listen properly, because sometimes whenever I watch an English movie, whenever I watch English news, so that time I do not understand properly. Why? Because of they speak very fast, they speak very you can say fluently. So that time I have to turn on subtitle, and then I have to understand, okay, what is the meaning and why are they saying. So you need to understand everything so that you can talk very perfect, and you can share your feeling. You can talk to someone. So yeah, you need to first you should be good listener and you should be good speaker. That's important for you. And second thing, practice is also depend.
Okay, so how long have you been learning this language?
Actually, I have been learning this language for 9 months, and yeah, my journey was great.
Okay, so during to 9 months, what kinds of challenges and what kinds of problem did you face?
See, I have faced many problems. Actually, in my initial days, that time I was not able to listen anything. I was not able to speak anything in English because that time school time I was not good student. I was just average student in all subject. But actually, I was sitting on my bed and I thought I should learn English. Why should I learn English? Because in my state, there are 5 person who lives in my state, so they know how to speak English. Sometimes they make me feel bad. They make me feel bad. Yeah, you do not know how to speak English, but we know. So that time I used to feel bad. So that time I thought I should learn English, and I started to learn English. So first I learned from YouTube like basic things, tense, passive voice, and it helped me a lot. I learned many things, and then I used to do practice like in the front of the mirror. I try to speak. Even I try to speak with my friends. Yes, I used to make mistakes so much, but I think it's a normal thing for beginners, and I just kept practicing, and now I am able to speak something.
Mm-hmm. That's great. You got help by the YouTube and like
Yeah.
initially you did practice on the right.
Yes, of course. Actually, I used to write something like stories and which thing did in a day. So I used to write like I did this thing, I went there. So I used to write on my notebook so that I can revise it again. So yeah, I used to do this thing.
Oh, that's a great. So like in which part of like Delhi you belong?
I live in Badarpur. This is a local area, not a I mean popular area. This is a local area, but yeah, this is a part of the Delhi.
Mm-hmm. And one thing I would know, like from you, you are from Delhi, and I heard that like Delhi's primary education system is quite well as compared to others. So, like, what do you want to say? Like, Delhi's primary education system really it's a good. If people are like saying government are like claiming and giving lots of statement about to study. So, what do you think that it's a really like that a study and education system is quite well?
Yeah, actually, after pandemic time, I can say that government has done something good for education mode because before pandemic, we did not have any session, we did not have any good things because, but now I can say that we can study properly. Even now we have online session, now we have good teachers, now we have good classrooms. So yes, I can say that in government schools, there is a good environment uh, as of now. But if I talk about to later, so that time we did not have good environment. So yes, now I can say that Delhi education system is good. Even I have heard of many things like there was a person who lived in a Bihar, so he wanted to come Delhi because of education. Because he wanted to get education from Delhi. So yeah, and now I can say that it's now has changed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so tell me like any unknown things about Delhi which people doesn't know like that things even like who haven't gone in Delhi, so who do like who, that person don't know like that thing. So do you know like any unknown things about Delhi?
Like unknown things, I can say that here is many park. Like actually, there is a place Saket. So there
Hmm.
is so many park like children park, green park. So there is also famous in Delhi. But if you do not know about it, so you can try. You should go there and you can enjoy there because there is everything is nature.
Hmm.
Like there are so many trees there. There are so many specific plants and. So yeah, I can say that you should go in like Saket and you can see there so many park and you can enjoy there. So yeah.
Okay, so do you have any questions from us?
Yeah, I have a question for you that like why do you want to become a teacher? First thing.
Actually, like now, just I'm doing my study. Okay, so this is like it. We can say that it's like my future goal, which I'm doing, right? But as well as I'm preparing for government exam that is CDS, Combined Defense Services. Okay, so now just I'm like only focus about my CDS. Okay, in future, because like everything is uncertain, no one can say that like that is like a certain things like I can
Yeah,
get this job. So that is my backup plan. That like teaching is my backup plan in future if I'm not going to settle in a future if I'm not able to get the job in CDS, so then I will try to do like study further. I'll try to do like a PhD on this language and then after that I'll try to be like assistant professor. So which I'm doing nowadays.
Okay, for how long have you been trying for government job?
Yes, so it's been for 2 years, right? I'm
Four
preparing for
years.
this 2 years, 2 years.
2 years, okay. So suppose I'm not saying anything wrong, but unfortunately, if you will not select in a government job, so what will you say to your parents? Because they are hoping that
Uh,
you will select in a future. But suppose in unfortunately, like God knows that thing. But if you will not select on that particular job, what will you say to your parents?
okay, so like first of all, I got a good parents who always just supporting to me, and I think like they also know about the system of the government and the system of the like a government sector. So they know better like as compared to me. Why? Because they all face that like situation in their life. Okay, so they are like giving me like motivation. You have to prepare, but don't like get like stress and don't be nervous. Like whatever you are doing, just try to do and try to give your 100%. Okay. So like yeah, so I don't have any problem to parents if I'm not going to settle in our future. So like how will I, like show off my face front of our parents? So we don't have that kinds of regret at my mind. Okay, now just I'm enjoying and I'm preparing for CDS, but I had lack of communication before. So I thought that let's improve our communication, and then I got like some idea. I thought that like in future I can make my career on this field. Like why? Because I have like a teaching experience and I know grammars, right? But nowadays I'm trying to improve my communication, and let's see, might be like after 24 definitely I will be a good speaker.
Okay, so you have been trying for 2 years. So I have a question nowadays. We have so much competition in every sector, in every department, like private department, even government department. So I have a question for you that, like, how do you get motivated daily? Yeah, I have to do this thing. One day I have to do this thing because you have been trying for 2 years. So how do you get motivated daily?
Yeah, so like motivation is very important things for like doing practice and like making our career, right? And so also I learned that like something from Bhagavad Gita, like the chapter of motivation. So motivation is very like a good thing for us to like to be like stronger and to do like some good things for our career. So actually, like if I talk about my motivation, so like I just try to watch some different kinds of video which is related to defense. Okay. And whenever I get like when I just try to get like a bored and I think that now just I'm distracting about study. So I just try to watch some video which is related to defense. So now just I'm thinking about like a defense, and also I just try to get like more idea outside of like countries, like person who working in defense sector, like as American defense, like soldiers and captains, majors, how's their like mentality and what they thinking about our country. So yeah, right.
Okay, that's good because sometimes it is so difficult to get motivated daily, and we knows that this is a very tough thing. But anyways, like all the best for your government job, and I'm praying for you. So I have another question for you that what about your? I mean, how did you realize that I should learn English now? When do you think that my English is need to learn? Why? And when did you realize that?
Yeah, right. Actually, like when I was studying at school, right? When I was studying at school, so on that time I was quite bad student, to be honest, right? I'm talking about like a class 9 story. So like I had one teacher, that name was like KB sir. So they were like English teacher, and they were always like opposing to me. Why? Because I was not good student, and I was not like completing like homework, and so they were like treating me as a weak student and always just opposing. They were saying you have to go just on the back bench, try to sit over there, don't come on the front bench. Okay. and the way they are speaking, their English was quite good. Okay, so I was thinking that how we can speak like this. So then I started my learning some grammars. Okay, so after completing my 12th, so I was good at grammar. So on the farewell time, I asked to my teacher sir, like I have some question. So they told that yeah, ask. So then I told sir how we can speak like you. So my teacher told that if you want to enhance your communication, just try to do practice and try to find partner. Okay. So then I told that sir, I belongs to village area, and there I think it's very rare to get partner who just know English like you. So can you give me coaching at your room? So my teacher told that no, I can't because I don't have much time. I'm preparing for teaching job. Okay, so I can't teach you. So just try to do practice. And on that time, I had no mobile phone, to be honest, when I was studying at class 12. So then after that, I thought, okay, let it be. English is not my cup of tea, and I'm not able to learn this language. So then after that, I started my education, like a BSc. Okay. So during to my college life, I had no atmosphere to speak English, right? And even pandemic, I had no awareness to learn this language. So after my graduation, I got one application on the YouTube. So like one ladies were like advertising, you can speak fluently, you can interact with a stranger on this way, right? I thought that okay, let's use this application and let's check their features. So I connected with someone from Andhra Pradesh, Telangana. On that application name was B. Okay, so where I got
What was
connected
the application name?
B. Angrez.
Okay, okay.
Yes, then I got connected with Andhra people, and that was the girl. So she asked to me, "How are you?" So I was totally shocked, and then I got the call. So 1 hour, continuously, I was doing same kinds of things. Then after that, finally, I got one boy. That fluency and that label was quite same, like a similar for her. So I just telling that brother, I don't know English, but I'm trying. So can you tell me something in Hindi, what the feature of this application? Because I don't know. My listening and my understanding both are quite similar. So that boy told me all the things. Then after that, I was doing practicing over there. It's around 4 months. Okay. So during to
So
4 months.
you have been trying to learn English for 4 months.
No, I have been learned English in being raised. It's around 4 months. Okay.
Okay,
Then after
okay.
that, I came back another application. So then after that, I every day I was searching some, Play Store, a speaking application. So every day I was trying new application. So finally I got connected on the JAWS skill. And I think this application is also quite well for beginners. Okay, so I have been learning this language for 8 months.
Okay, so why did you leave your first application? What was their bad thing so that you have to choose another application?
No, actually, I have given one exam on the BM grade. So now just you can say that I'm the teacher over there, and also
Okay,
I'm earning some money. But that money is not quite good. That is not quite expensive. It's only around a very cheaper money. So yeah, right. So I didn't left that application. Now just I trying.
okay, that's good. So I mean, say, how did you know about Joe Stock application, and how much amount did you pay for this application?
Okay, so I have paid 500 rupees on JobStop, and I got this that application on the YouTube. Some boys were advertising during to during to videos. So I thought that okay, let's once try this application. What the feature of this application? So initially you will get a 3 days trial over there. Okay, so my trial was quite good. I connected a good person and they were speaking quite good English. I thought that this English is good. This application is good for me where I can learn something from others. Okay. So then after I paid a 500 rupees And yeah,
I mean, you paid 500 rupees for how much? For how month? I mean,
one
for
year,
1 month, for 1 year.
yeah, 1 month validity.
Okay, okay.
Mm.
So that's good. Actually, I told you early morning that I installed that application 2 weeks ago because I wanted to improve my English. And actually, I do not have environment at my home because nobody speak English at my home except me. So yes, I wanted to improve my English, and that's why I installed that application. Now I'm learning English, or you can say I'm also improving my English from that application.
Oh, this application is also quite good. And I think like if you are wasting your time on the, some audio calls, and if you are trying to execute your time on the video call and trying to give like a 30-minute, 20-minute for someone on this way, so definitely we can boost our communication and as well as confidence and like pronunciation and a lot of things you can change by this process.
Yeah. So may I know your hobbies? Which thing you like, which thing you do not like?
Yes, so if I talk about my hobby, so like I love cooking. Cooking is my best hobby. So whenever I get free time, I try to make some like a new dish at my home. I try to learn new dish by the YouTube, the help of the YouTube, and then try to implement in my home. And as well as cricket. Cricket is like one of the second hobby which I have. So and I'm good cricketer as well as good volleyball player. I have like a state level certificate in volleyball. So yeah, that's my hobby.
Okay, so you have got certificate from football,
Volleyball.
volleyball. Okay, volleyball. That's
Mm.
good because I thought you must. I mean, you like only like cooking and cricket, but you told me that you like also volleyball and you have got certificates of that. I mean, how did you get certificate? Could you tell me?
Yeah, that certificate I got, like I played a match against to Bihar in Bhagalpur. So yeah, Bhagalpur district and my district is Prayagraj. Okay. So like Prayagraj and Bhagalpur played each other. And then after that, our team was like, our team won the match. And then after that, I got like a winning certificate. So yeah,
Okay, so I have a question apart of this thing that like
mm,
we don't understand that English nowadays is really important for us. If you know English, so you can get good job, even you can communicate with anyone. So how could you, I mean, how can you elaborate someone that English is really important for you and how can you learn this thing? So like you have to tell someone that you need to learn English. So how could you tell him that English is
but
really important for you?
that's a great, yeah, that's a great question. So like actually English has become, like a global language. Okay. And in every sector, this language is just going to merge. You just try to see in hospitals, in computers, in like social media, like in the traveling industry, okay, in the like movies industry, like where you go, like you will get only this language. Okay. So if you are not going to change yourself by the time, so definitely will go like very, far. Like you will
Yeah.
go very far from like a development. Okay. And people are like changing themselves. People are like enhancing. People are like getting new skills day by day. People are like uh, even like just try to go in cities area. People are able to speak English. They don't prefer to talk with someone's on Hindi language as well. Okay. So English, why English just going to be like very familiar on the society? Why? Because like it's a demanding language. Why? Because everything has purified by this language. Okay. So everything, yeah. So that's why, and people should be learn this language. Why? Because if you belongs to village area, you know this language, you can get lots of like respect by people. People are not going to judge you like you are villager or you are belongs to this city and that city. You will get some respect by the persons. Okay. So just try to do practice, try to execute your time, whatever you time get at free time at your home. Try to execute, try to learn some new skills, whether that is like a English language, French language, Chinese language, one of the most spoken language in the world. The second one is Spanish, right? And the third one is like French, and then after that English is the fourth most spoken language in the world. Okay, so just recently I just read one magazine. So there has written that like French language, like 2015 French will be become as a most spoken language after 2050.
Yeah, so you have read on newspaper in on magazine.
Like on the magazine, and also I have that PDF.
Okay, okay. So yeah, you are right. I
Mhm.
think Spanish is also most popular language because nowadays actually in India they want to learn in the Spanish language also because I have a friend he wants to learn Spanish language. I don't know why. Maybe after learning this language he will get good job. So yes, this is also a popular second language.
Yes, my one
So
like
yes,
yeah, my one relative's brother working in Delhi. He working in call center, and he knows French language very well. He working in a French company, right? And he just using French language only, but he doesn't know how to speak English.
even especially if I talk about English, so English is really important for every people, for every man. Why? Because actually yesterday I was talking to someone. He has a business, like he has a shop. So he wants to sell their product in other country also, from online method, from
Mm,
online. So he wants to sell their product. So, but
mm,
if he does not know how to speak English, so he can't sell any product to foreigners. So that's
mm.
why, in behalf
But
of that
can we?
product, you need to learn English.
Oh, sorry for interrupting you. Like, can we talk tomorrow? Now, my like data has been
Oh,
over.
it's okay, okay, okay. Of course, don't mind. And I'd like to tell you one thing that you are speaking really good, and thank you for you giving me time. Thank you for you giving me importance so that we
I
can
will
together.
I will give like my friend's ID. Like we can do practice each other whenever like you got free time. You can connect with my friend as well. Okay. And he also doing some another thing. He's doing like a MSc, Master of Art in chemistry, and he also wanted to be a teacher. Okay. So I will provide some ID which you can talk. Okay. Sometime I'm not like as a free, so we are not
We
able to.
can talk together.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So like,
Okay.
and after that, I try to make one group, and then I will do like some discussion about like social issues, okay, political issues, which is
Of
like a
course,
good.
like debate, you can say.
Yeah, right. Okay,
Thank you
thank.
for that conversation, and thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good
Bye.
night.
Good night. Bye.